guys, bear with me on this because I haven't filmed a tutorial with this camera yet. I'm gonna do just kind of a whatever comes to mind tutorial. I wanted to do one using the new KVD Spellbinding palette. So I already primed my face with my Kat Von D Rehab Primer. I'm gonna use mostly her products in this just for the sake of it. And I used my Locket Tattoo Foundation. I've been applying it with this stippling brush, actually, the Real Techniques one, because I find that this gives like a lighter application of it than my Beauty Blender does, so I've just been liking that lately. Thought I'd update you on it. I didn't want to do like my whole foundation routine because I have a video of my foundation routine, and I don't know, I just figure you guys don't want to watch that every time I do a makeup tutorial, so my head's looking kind of shiny. I guess I didn't put enough foundation up there, but anyway, I'm gonna prime my eyes with the Urban Decay primer. Alright, now I'm gonna figure out which colors I'm gonna use. First thing I'm gonna do is take this Maybelline Color Tattoo in Rich Mahogany. I think this was a limited edition one from the fall collection last year. I like never use this one, so I figured I'd get some use out of it. It's just a rich brown. I think there's a brown in the regular line anyway, but this is just gonna go on the center of my lid. Kind of like right there, because I'm gonna do a different color on the sides. So now that that looks absolutely ridiculous, I'm gonna use this, the Rimmel Scandalize pencil in Tempting Turquoise, which is really pretty bright blue. And I love using these as bases. I have to get some more colors of these because they're awesome. But I'm gonna put it on either side of that brown and like kind of try to blend it in. Of course, naturally this eye is gonna start watering because I'm doing a tutorial. It never fails. Hopefully you can see. I'm gonna have to mess around with the camera angle and stuff once I edit this and see how it comes out. It looks absolutely nuts right now, but I promise it's gonna look better once the eyeshadow's on. So you don't have to worry too much about blending these two together, just somewhat blend them so there's not a harsh line. Now that I've got the base layer of where I want my shadows to go and stuff, I'm going to go into the Kat Von D Spellbinding palette with just, this is a shiny brush. None of these have numbers or anything, it's just an eyeshadow brush from a set I got for Christmas. And I'm going to be using, this is the only thing I don't like about this, is this damn overlay that doesn't come out. If it came off, that would be fine because I can just do it. But this is Queen and this is Bukowski. So those are the two main colors I'm going to be using. I'm going to start with Queen and put that over the brown naturally. And this is just one of those really cool duochrome colors. It's like a red tone brown and it has like a greenish duochrome to it, so it goes with the bluish green color that well, it's not really a blue-green, but it goes nicely with that other color. Really all I had to do with that color is pat it down the middle, and then the blending is going to come in when I use the blue, which is the Bukowski color. I'm just going to use the same brush for now and put it over where I put that turquoise pencil and more or less blend it a little bit, and then I'll go back in with a blending brush to fix it more. And I didn't want to go too high above the crease just because whenever I use blue and I bring it too far above the crease, it ends up looking wacko, but I really like doing it this way. I'm just going to do the other eye the same way. Okay, so without the blending brush or anything, it ends up looking like this. Hope the lighting is okay right now because it's nighttime. Then I'm going to grab a blending brush. This is just my trusty Sonia Kashuk one, big fluffy brush. I'm gonna just lightly dip it in that blue color, the Bukowski color again, and blend it right above the top. So then, because this palette has a nice cream color, I don't have to go into my Inglot one that I constantly use. This one is called Countess, and that's pretty much what I always use to blend out the tops of my shadows, but since this one's not really going up too high, I'm just going to use it as a brow highlight anyway. With the same fluffy brush, I just dusted it off. So that's it for that. Now I'm going to do the lower lash line. I'm going to use this CoverGirl Flamed Out Shadow Pencil. What color is this? Oh, I think these are the ones that had the colors written on the packaging and not... I think it was Flamed Out Gold. Don't hold me to that, but I really wish they would start writing the names of their stuff on the packaging, but it's just a gold color. I'm going to use this to line my lower lash line, and then I'm going to go over it with some shadows. So you can't really see it all that great. It kind of just gives a little bit of a gold sparkle, but it's going to be something for my shadows to stick to. So with the Kat Von D smudger brush, which is, I say it all the time, but this is like my favorite lower lash line smudge brush, I'm going to use I'm going to use Smile Now. Oh, I'm going to stick my finger in it. This one, which is a really cool color. It's a peach with like a pink duochrome, so I figure with the brown duochrome up here it'll look quite nice. I'm going to use this on the inner half. So I just went halfway across with that color and to the middle, and then on the outer half I'm going to use Fallen. But again, this thing is getting in the way. This one right here is a really rich gold color, and that's just going to blend into the Smile Now color. On the rest of the lower lash line. So that's pretty much it for eyeshadows. I'm going to put pictures in at the end like I usually do so that you can see better. So now I'm going to line my top lash line, if I can find the liner I had. This is the Jessie's Girl liquid liner, which I did a review about this. It's amazing. It's just like the Kat Von D liner, which I have somewhere but I couldn't find it, so I grabbed this one. And I'm just gonna line my top lash line with that. You're probably not gonna be able to see from this angle, so I may have to cut it. Alright, and then I'm going to use mascara. This is the Maybelline Rocket Volume Express one. I'm not too fond of this one, but I'm just trying to use it up. There's a piece of my hair sticking straight up. Oh good, you can't really see it because my head's cut off, but I straightened it. It needs to be cut so bad. It's driving me nuts. I have like these broken pieces on each side, and I don't know what that's from. Like, I don't bleach my hair anymore. It never broke like that when I did bleach it to color it crazy colors. I don't know. Now I'm gonna do my cheeks. I'm going to use yet another Kat Von D product. This is one of her blushes in the color Love Song. It's a really pretty, slightly shimmery, bright pink color, and I'm not going to go too heavy-handed with it because it's quite pigmented. And, for a highlighter, since the blush is shimmery, I'm just going to use a very mild highlighter. This is the Wet n Wild Color Icon Reserve Your Cabana. It's like, whoa, that just killed my lighting. It's not that shimmery at all. It's just a nice, subtle highlight. So with the same brush I used for my blush, I kind of always smush it to make it flatter when I do my highlighter, and then I just pat it and blend it out. And just a little down the bridge of my nose. Okay, and I'm not bothering with bronzer because I really don't use bronzer all that much, but I love my blush and highlight lately. So then lips is the last thing. I'm gonna line them first with a CoverGirl liner. This is Seduce. It's just like a nude color. I know I'm doing nude lips again, but my eyes are pretty crazy, so. Okay, then for lipstick, I'm using Urban Decay's Revolution lipstick in Naked, which is a pretty like pinkish nude color. So that is the finished look. I usually get asked why I don't fill in my eyebrows. Honestly, I usually don't do it anyways, like on a daily basis. There was a point where I over-tweezed them and had like no ends, and I drew them in all the time then, and then I just got burnt out on it. Like, I was so sick of drawing in my eyebrows, but I guess I'll fill them in for the hell of it. The one I use when I do it is this little Smashbox palette. It has eyeliners, and then it has, these are all gel eyeliners, these 6, and then there's 3. These 3 are brow liners, and that's wax. So I usually just use the brown one. I use the, where is it? The Kat Von D angled brush. This is like my favorite one to do my brows because it's nice and stiff, but it's still soft. So all I do is, I'm not going to be able to see that way, is just follow the shape and fill them in lightly because I don't really like crazy dramatic brows on me anyway. So you can probably tell a little bit of a difference. It's just darker. But I don't like to draw them in like super crazy shapes or anything, so. Okay, so hopefully darkening them up a little bit anyways helps. Especially because this light is so bright, I think that tends to wash out my eyebrows. But yeah, this is the finished look. I'm going to have pictures thrown in at the end, and I want to try and get back into tutorials because I haven't done them in so long. Like, I say I want to get into them, and then I'll do one, and it takes me months before I do another one. I would love to do some Halloween ones. I'm trying to talk Steven into letting me do some type of gore makeup on him because I have so much special effects stuff that's just like sitting and I never do anything with it anymore. But that's it for now, and I'll talk to you guys in my next video.